And then what did you make of Sophie Cunningham's flagrant foul on JC towards the end?
It was a flagrant foul.
You think it's like defending Caitlin or defending the team, or how do you view just how it all?
I view it as a flagrant foul.
That's the game too.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys came for basketball.
Yeah,
Let's talk about basketball. Come on now.
What do you think of just how you all were able to pull in the second half, Caitlin, in
We're
particular?
going to the Commissioner Cup Championship.
Let's
That's
go!
pretty exciting. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
What do you think, again?
What if Caitlin Clark doesn't just dominate the WNBA but walks away from it after one season? Yeah, one historic year, one final logo 3, and she's gone. Between inconsistent officiating, non-stop physical pressure, and games that feel more like chaos than competition, rumors are swirling that Clark's patience is wearing thin. Is this still the League of Dreams? Or has it turned into reality TV basketball? Buckle up, because if this speculation becomes reality, the WNBA could lose its biggest star faster than a missed whistle on a fast break.
NBA record. This is her second season. And you put the numbers together, that's like 10 seasons. That girl did it in 10 seasons. That means she had one a season. Caitlin Clark is... when Caitlin Clark gets to 10 seasons, she's going to have 100 of these. And y'all can't get a girl her roses. Now, I don't like the fact that she be getting woke because she don't want all these lesbians to be mad at it. At the end of the day, is the woman putting in the work, she's putting in the work.
And fans? They're officially fed up. Caitlin Clark has become the face of a league that can't seem to decide whether it wants to grow or push its biggest draw to the edge. Night after night, she's expected to carry ratings, sell tickets, absorb contact, smile through controversy, and still be grateful for the opportunity. What started as online frustration has turned into a full-blown movement. Protect Caitlin isn't just a hashtag anymore. It's a rallying cry from fans who feel the league is failing the very player keeping it in the spotlight.
This is all going according to plan. This is ideal. Caitlin Clark is holding up her end by being awesome and by being a trash-talking jerk on the court. Love it. Her teammates are holding up their end by having her back. The other players in the league are holding up their end by not liking her. Perfect. Couldn't have written a better script. Caitlin is talking trash to this girl's hard fouling her. Her teammate Sophie Cunningham, who got a black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 6, she's like, I will F you guys up. All of it's great, and Caitlin's a killer. 10 out of 10.
Let's be honest. Caitlin Clark is the reason the WNBA dominates sports conversations right now. Television ratings are up. Jersey sales are exploding. Arenas are selling out in cities that barely noticed their teams before. She's not just a rookie. She's a revenue engine. A walking highlight reel. A three-point shooting brand. And yet, the response hasn't matched the impact. Questionable calls. Uneven protection. A physical style of play that often feels unchecked. Instead of building around their brightest star, the league risks sending the message that excellence comes with a target on your back.
Caitlin Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a completely different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Remember when people said Caitlin Clark was being welcomed into the league like any other rookie? Right, if by welcomed, you mean constantly knocked around while officials somehow miss everything in real time. Caitlin doesn't need a rookie dinner. She needs protection and maybe a standing appointment with a chiropractor. Late-game contact, extra physical defense, and plays that feel more personal than competitive have become routine. And yet, she pops right back up like it's normal. At this point, getting hit feels less like a foul and more like part of her pre-game routine. Stretch, shoot, absorb contact, repeat. What's wild is the double standard. If Caitlin reacts, she's labeled entitled. If she stays calm, she's called cold. She could donate her shoes at halftime and still be criticized for not passing enough. Meanwhile, fans are breaking down clips frame by frame. asking the same question every time. How is that not called?
I will say this, when Caitlin Clark was out, they lost 55% of their viewership. So, like, basically, Caitlin Clark is paying all their salaries.
Pretty much.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can hate her as much as you want, but she's brought in millions of fucking dollars. So you should be kissing her ass.
And that kind of defeated the purpose of Angel Reese's argument of she's like, hey, it's not just Caitlin Clark that is bringing all the viewership to the WNBA. It's like, well, it definitely is. It's like it kind of proved that with the viewership rating being down that she significantly increases viewership with
They try so hard to compare her to Caitlin Clark. They try.
And while fans are yelling about player safety, the league somehow finds more energy to talk about optics and appearances than what's happening on the court. That's why the conversation has shifted. Fans aren't just asking whether Caitlin Clark should stay anymore. They're openly wondering if she should leave. Overseas basketball, broadcasting, endorsements, anywhere that talent is protected instead of tested. Imagine a league where basketball is the focus, not controversy roulette, where stars are celebrated, not treated like punching bags. Let's be honest, the WNBA is running heavily on Caitlin Clark content right now. Highlights, promos, ticket sales, she's the engine. Everyone sees it. Even people who claim not to like her still check the schedule to see when she's playing. Love her or criticize her, she's the main draw. But no one wants to watch the star of the show get undermined every episode.
Fever and Sun hold a brawl and a basketball game breaks out. This was something. Caitlin Clark, without question, gets raked across the face. I think she gets poked in the eye, but it's difficult to tell.
If you're the Indiana Fever, you cannot stand by and let that happen. They need to make it clear to the officials. If you're going to let this happen, then we're going to stand up for our player and make a mess of the game, and you're going to have a big mess on your hands. So you need to stand up for this. You need to do something about this.
You've just learned with definitive data and beyond question that Caitlin Clark controls more than half the audience for the entire WNBA.
Then there's the constant minimizing. It's not that bad. She needs to earn her stripes. Really? Because she's already doing more than most players ever will. She's producing, leading, selling out arenas, and carrying attention for the entire league, while handling non-stop pressure with composure. Fans aren't blind. They see the double standards. They notice which players get grace, and which ones get scrutinized. They hear the passive-aggressive interviews. They feel the tension in the narratives being pushed. And they're tired of pretending this is normal. If Caitlin Clark ever decides to walk away, it won't be because she couldn't handle the competition. It'll be because she recognized a situation that wasn't valuing what she brings. And honestly, that would be a power move. Because the moment she leaves, the silence will be louder than any criticism.
We're expecting some sort of dip since Caitlin Clark has been out with injury, but I don't think all of us were expecting the entire viewership of the entire WNBA to be down. And this tweet from Christine Brennan really stuck out to me. She said one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously on occasion, but not like this. This news is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA.
So what happens then? The league scrambles. Promotions ramp up. Discounts return. Motivational slogans appear everywhere. But fans don't forget. Once you've seen what the league looks like with a true superstar, it's hard to unsee it. And this isn't about toughness. Caitlin Clark has already proven she's tough. Through pressure, criticism, physical play, and unrealistic expectations. At some point, toughness stops being the answer. Respect becomes the question. She's a once-in-a-generation talent. Marketable, relatable, and still grounded despite everything. Fans know it. They're not just watching games anymore. They're watching out for her. Calling things out. Sharing clips. Demanding better. And if she ever decides to step away, she won't leave quietly. She'll take millions of viewers with her, the ones who buy tickets, stream games, wear the merch, and light up arenas every time she touches the ball.